on Sunday, March the 31st, we had a fatal homicide that took place at the Stallion Motel off Ogeechee Road. That's the 4000 block of Ogeechee Road. Now, around 5:30 p.m., officers were called to the scene for a simple welfare check. Now, that welfare check came to be about a homicide when they found 60-year-old Bhai Patel suffering from gunshot wounds where he died at the scene. And what people are saying is that he was shot and then ran inside the Stallion Motel, which he was the manager of, and he pretty much collapsed and fell to his death. So any other updates about this, I'll let y'all know as well. But the Stallion Motel, I'll just say this right now, I don't think I have footage of this motel, but I mean, this is like one of the roughest hotels that you can come across. You know, this is pretty much a rough hotel. I mean, it has roaches. I mean, it's dirty. I mean, it's pretty much a poverty-stricken motel, you know. And I'm not so sure about the whole details of what took place. I really don't want to speculate, but I do know people that have stayed there before, and the common complaint is that those people that live there, I mean, they're not rich by the imagination whatsoever. But the thing that you got to think about, the people that stay in that motel, are in poverty. You know, a lot of people can't afford to go anywhere else, so they go to those hotels that's connected in that area. So I mean, I don't know if it was a situation where somebody had got kicked out of the motel, because those motels that you can pay to stay for, a week in advance, you can pay per day if you want to live per day at that place, but a lot of people can't afford it. So I'm not so sure what the situation was. Maybe it was a disgruntled person that had to be forced to move out, and maybe he probably came back for some retaliation. Obviously, I don't know at this point, but any other information that I can give y'all about this, I'll let y'all know as well. And in my last piece of news, on April the 1st, there was a murder-suicide that took place in the Southbridge neighborhood off of Myrtlewood Drive. That's pretty much on the Garden City side of Southbridge. Now, they found 78-year-old Susan Burnett and 74-year-old Thomas Burnett died where it appears to be gunshot wounds. Now, the police came there in the first place for a welfare check, but as soon as the police opened up the door, they found the bodies upon entering the home. Now, Thomas Burnett was retired in 2001 as a U.S. Army Lieutenant General, a 3-star ranking general. And property records showed that they shared the Myrtlewood Drive home for nearly 18 years. So that's all the updates that I can give for right now. I wish I had more news to provide this week, but it's just short this week. But anything else that happens this week, I'll let y'all know. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I got something planned. I'm going to go to South Carolina this weekend, hopefully, if everything goes right. I've been trying to go for like the past few months, but hopefully I can go to South Carolina and do a few news out there, because a lot of y'all that watch the news come from South Carolina, and I appreciate that. So let me know what city y'all want me to go to in South Carolina. I mean, I got a few places that I really want to go to in South Carolina that I can do the news from. But if you're watching this in South Carolina, let me know what would be a good place to do the news from in South Carolina. But as for me, I'm out of here. Stay blessed.